Hi and welcome to this Key Learning Initiative video. Today's topic is factorizing, and we're going to be taking out a common factor. Before we get going, please like and share and join my channel. Then you can get more and more content as I produce it. But let's get into today's lesson. So taking out a common factor. This is all based on our formula AB plus AC equals A open bracket B plus C close bracket. In other words, I take out a common A and what I have left is B plus C. But let's put that into practice. Our first example, 6A plus 4B. Now for this process we'll break it into two parts. When you're doing it and you're good at it, you don't need to break it into two parts, but we're going to break it into our numbers and our letters, or our coefficients and our variables. So my common numerical factors. How do I work that out? Well, let's have a look. I ask the question, what is the highest common factor for 6 and 4? Hopefully you can see that it's 2, and so I can start off taking out a 2. The next question I ask is, what are the common variable factors or common letters? As you can see in this example, there aren't any, and so we just take out a 2 with no variables. So now we work with our first term and our highest common factor that we've worked out. We take a fraction, so we've got the fraction line there. Now we take our highest common factor and we put it in the denominator. Then we take our first term and we put it in the numerator. And now we simplify. So 2 goes into there 3 times, 2 goes into 2 once. Can you see that there's nothing else that can simplify? And so what I write is 3a. Now my sign is plus, and now I work with my highest common factor and my second term. So my highest common factor of 2 again goes in the denominator, and my second term, my 4b, goes in the numerator or the top. Now just as we did in the first one, we simplify. 2 goes into 4 twice, 2 goes into 2 once, and so we have 2b. And then we've finished by closing our bracket. And there is our answer. Example 2. Here we have 2a squared minus 8a. And we go about it in the same way. First question we ask is, what is the common numerical factors? So I ask, what is my highest common factor for 2 and 8? Hopefully again you can see it is 2. And so we write 2 down. Now, common variable factors. Well, I've got an a squared and an a. And so my common variable factor is a. And I write my a next to my 2. Then open bracket. Now again we work with our fraction. I put my highest common factor of 2a in the bottom, and I put my first term of 2a squared in the top, or the numerator. And now again I simplify and cancel. So 2 goes there once, 2 goes there once. A goes into a squared a times, and a goes into a once. And so in my numerator, or the top, I've got 1 times a. In the denominator, I've got 1 times 1, which means it is just a. And I write a just after the brackets. Then minus. Now we work with our fraction again. We put our highest common factor in the denominator, and my next term, 8a, we put in the numerator. And again, we simplify. 2 goes into 8 4 times. 2 goes into 2 once. A goes into A once. A goes into A once. In my top, or my numerator, I've got 4 times 1 over 1 times 1, which is just 4. And so I write down 4. Then, to finish my example, I close my bracket. And that's example 2 done. Example 3. 12a cubed minus 4a squared plus 20a. Again, we want to find our highest numerical factor. So we ask, what's the HCF for 12, 4, and 20? Well, hopefully you can see that it's 4. And so we write down 4. Then, what is the common variable factors? And so we've got an a cubed, an a squared, and an a. Hopefully you can see that it's a. And now we write an a next to our 4. That is our highest common factor, 4a. Open bracket. Now we work with our fraction, our highest common factor, and our first term. So there's our fraction line. We take our 4a and we put it in the denominator. We take our 12a cubed and we put it in the numerator. And now we simplify. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 4 goes into 4 once. A goes into a cubed, a squared times, and a goes into a once. And so at the top, or the numerator, we have 3a squared, and the denominator we just have 1. And so we write down 3a squared. Then minus. And now we look at our second term. We draw our fraction line. In our denominator we have 4a. In our numerator we have our 4a squared from the second term. And now we cancel. 4 goes there once, 4 goes there once. A goes into a squared a times, and a goes into a once. And so we are left with a over 1, which is just a, and we write it down. Now our third term, it's plus. We write down our fraction. Again, in our denominator we have 4a. In our numerator we have 20a, and we simplify again. 4 goes into 20 5 times. 4 goes into 4 once. A goes into a once, and a goes into a once, which means we have just got 5 left over in the top and 1 at the bottom, which means it's 5 over 1, which is just 5. Alright, we've taken out the highest common factor from all 3 terms, and so we close the bracket. So thank you for watching this Key Learning Initiative video on factorizing, where we're taking out a common factor. Please join my channel, and please do subscribe so that you can watch more and more of the content. I will be providing more and more videos. Please remember that your comments are always welcome, and remember to share this video so that more and more people can get the help. Thank you very much.